Hey everyone, and welcome to Razor's Edge. I'm Jim. We're doing a follow-up itch. We're going to call this Itch Scratched, and it's on Cyber Knights. Let's start off with just one little thing, and bear with me. I'm going to put chapter breaks in here if you want to skip to a certain point, but I just want to go in and give thanks because first of all, my expectations for channel views. I mean, when I started this, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, I could get 1,000 reviews. And sorry about if that Discord noise comes through. I get a lot of messages, and when you're streaming, it's not supposed to do that. I don't know what happened to Do Not Disturb. But anyway, let's move along. Oh, good God. Freaking Ed. I'll get to him in a second. When I first started, I'd get, 10,000 views in a day. And, but it was 7 years ago. There's 1,000 new channels every day. I mean, most of the viewers that I have, the subscribers, they probably don't even know I'm live again. They or alive for that matter. But I just wanted to take a minute to say thanks. Out of 100 views, Trust Brothers actually dropped in. Hey, Cyber Knight developer here. Thank you for taking a look at the game. Glad it's scratching that XCOM itch for you. Hope you have a lot of fun with it. And personally, I like the gaming vlog format. So we definitely recognize that, this has turned more into a vlog than anything. And I just want to say thanks to the team for taking the time. And my response was this: thanks for dropping into my tiny channel. I really appreciate it. Yes, that itch was scratched. So here, let's move into, I just want to take a couple looks and then we'll go into what I've learned in 24 hours of what little time I have and what I've learned about the game. And I also got some great resources for you. And some of the comments in Steam forums. Again, take those comments with a grain of salt. A lot of trolls, but there's some helpful people in there. And then, of course, Discord. We won't cover Discord, but if you do buy this game, definitely go join the Discord. So much help. It's an amazing community. They're funny. They're great. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So moving on to Steam. So far, they're holding very positive. I mean, I don't ask devs how their game is selling. I know there's websites out there. You can go look it up. One thing I do notice, if you go into the community hub for a particular title, any day now, I did notice that some new guides are being published. I don't know if these guides are up to date. I know there were a lot of guides that were done last year that are out of date. It looks like they're being updated since it does push these up to the top. The one thing I did notice, though, 400 people, the game's been out, big title. Some of them you see like hundreds of thousands of people playing, and I see 431. It'll be 432 after I finish this video because I'm going to play some more before I got to work. But that's not, that's just part of what I want to discuss. Let's go into discussions. A lot of the comments that I saw yesterday, and I don't reply to pretty much any of them. But just one particular, actually two. I saw this romance. I've been enjoying this game since release, and this is a really simple question. Does this game have romance? Huh? I'm actually shocked that it didn't get more trolling than it got, but let's move on. Tips for newbies. I thought Dark Horse did a fantastic job. If you go into Steam, I will drop a link in the comments of this video. Matter of fact, let's copy that now. And if you take a look in here, he actually did just real quick. And this person has 400 hours already. Now, I don't know if that was during early access because I don't even think there's been 400 hours passed since the release. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But these are good tips, and I've read through them, and I want to see. I've started the game multiple times, and it is a hard game. And then if you scroll down, there's a couple of other videos in here, which other content creators have done. Look, Dark Horse himself did one, which I thought was pretty cool. Dark Horse, I think you need to take this and create a guide, because I watched the videos and I read your intro tips. I think this would make a great guide in the guide section. Right here. I think you need to plop that sucker right in there. And let's go ahead and give this guy a take my points. Or how about just golden unicorn? Because well deserved. I like contributors that add to the game's value, and it is a difficult game, extremely difficult. But that's what makes it fun for me. I really enjoy the depth, and that's what I want to talk about now. We'll go in and take a look at the depth of the game and what I'm doing, where I'm at now, having restarted probably 3 times. And we'll see how we pair up. And feel free to comment if you see, I'm not perfect by any means. So they did patch yesterday. I'm not sure what the patch addressed, but it didn't affect any. And there are some patch notes if you want to read them. But these are my saves, and I recommend that as you enter combat or a particular mission, or just do anything significant, save it. You can literally save anywhere. So that's exactly what I did. The second thing I want to point out is that you can rename your characters. So I have a good friend. I do cybersecurity, ethical hacker for real life. And I always name a character after him. His name's Dave Kennedy, Hacking Dave. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's usually on Fox News. And yeah, he's like kind of the authority on all things hacking. Really nice guy. He actually got me into public speaking, which was brutal. But let's take a look at the gameplay. And I think these are in the mission, and then one of them is in the safe house. So I'm going to make sure that I want to cover the safe house first. Yes, please load the game. So this is where I'm at, and I want to go into a little bit about all this stuff because I know it's a lot of confusion. It was for me. It's way more than XCOM, just applying buffs, researching here. So far with cold storage, you can buy and sell in this area. There's places you can borrow money. There's blueprints, file sets. I don't have anything in here right now because in this save I got one item off the first mission, and I sold I sold what I got. I believe it was a blueprint, but I wanted the funds to be able to kind of do some of the upgrades. But let's take a look at these different menus. When we talk about skill tree, so yeah, there's Hacking Dave, and he's our hacker. And he's doing some legwork right now. But let's take a look in here. Now, in each one, you'll see different things. There's like dialogue or training available for like skill ups. All that you can easily go in and view, including their records. But I want to go into the talent tree. These are what I was talking about as far as talents. You can actually respec, you can multi-class, but if you click on each one of these, they'll tell you what each of these abilities will give you. You just click on it. If I had some points available to me or talent points, I could actually go ahead and put some more skills in here. But you can see how look ahead. These are all the building blocks of your character. So as we go, as you go through and progress, obviously you want to provide more capabilities, like time security scrambles, a really good thing, because if you increase those over time, it actually can disable, say, a camera or a motion sensor for 2 rounds instead of 1. Gives you further radius. The other good thing about these is, well, actually, I'll talk about that in the gameplay. So let's pause that thought, because I tend to be a scatterbrain sometimes. But yeah, that's the customer care. Customer. I'm not at work yet. That is the custom characterization section. So let's take a look. There's also training. See, that we just covered that. There's surgery for implants. So this is where, as you gain implants through research, you find them, whatever, you can start to unlock these slots, and you can see that there is, and I have one here. I can actually implant this, but let's see what it does before I waste it on this dermal plating. She's not really the tank of the group, I don't believe. Now it does take them out for a period of time, just like in XCOM. Whenever you do an action, clean a room, or, junk, it takes a certain amount of days for that. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm pretty sure that my character, doesn't have any open slots. Oh, I do. And he already has. Is that the same thing? I don't even know. Let's take a look. That's a matrix link. All right. Oh, the dock. Too expensive. Okay, but we're going to hold on to that because we found it. We're going to use it. But I mean, you can see the depth. I mean, it's crazy. Other things that can happen in here, and just in this section, is you'll see conversations pop up. You want to make sure that you do those. You can talk to different people, have conversations. They include tips, mission, story, talks about some of the plot. Apparently, I owe like a massive amount of money. Nobody put that in my bank account. But we have to pay off this debt, and we've got payments. Did I talk about everything I want to talk about? There's the loadout screen. Obviously, you can change, and these have mods you can install into them, like scopes and things like that. And you can buy that stuff, or you can find it on missions. So there's equipment. There's an equipment aspect to this game. You can see their overall team career scores. I think we've hit up just about. The only thing I want to see is manage room. I've hit the limit of my upgrades, so I need to upgrade my command HQ. So that's this room right here. Obviously, it says it. And with this one, we just we have one mission available. I don't have enough to upgrade this yet. So that's kind of my next step. And then I've got 2 rooms that I'm actually cleaning out debris, and you can see there's 6 days. To move forward through time, and we do have one mission. It's actually the one I'm on right now. But you just forward through time, and all this stuff will progress. I got an achievement for Running Man. Oh, we did our legwork. So this is Hacking Dave's report. I'm going to go back and read all this, so I'm not worried about this save. And then there may be some options here at the bottom that you need to make some decisions. But that's his report. So let's move into the next. Let's go into the actual combat screen, or a mission. So before you start when you do your mission planning, you can actually buy like favors, and you can call them in, and that's where you use the leverage. Extract a character. When you get him into an extraction area, you can click on that. You can extract a character at a time. You can delay an action. You do take a initiative hit but you can delay, like if you want to skip forward. You remember in XCOM, if you didn't like the first person it started with, you could always, if they had action points, you could switch to them and do an action. You could do that. So it's a little bit different in this game. One of the other things that I found is sec level. I think people are struggling with, you know, the sec level goes up so fast that they can't seem to keep the sec level down. But one thing to note, any action you take, say you kill 2 people within 1 turn, that is going to increase your sec level faster. So any action you're going to do where you're either being spotted or you're triggering suspicion, the more you do within 1 turn, the sec level is going to grow at the end of that turn a lot faster. So if you're doing something in like a stealth mode, you want to make sure you spread these out. So don't, you know, if I'm going to say this guy's alerted and I'm going to kill him and I'm going to plan that kill, say I'm going to throw a shock mine, something like that. If he was in, let's just say he was in range. We want to make sure that right now I'm at sec level 2 and it tells you what it means at each sec level, how that's going to impact you. So we've already got reinforcements arriving. I literally killed 2 people with a grenade. I didn't mean to. It just happened. He was too close, and I had him looking the other way, and it wasn't intentional. It just happened. Let's leave it at that. So the other thing you got going against you is the turn levels. You know, how many turns so right now I'm in turn 8. Things are, you know, you can start to see that the more turns that it takes you, the more suspicious they're going to become. And in this particular thing, we're trying to get loot. They're these little, I don't know if you've seen them, they're loot boxes. Some of them may be different objectives, but on this particular mission, I want to get these loot boxes. There's 8 of them on this map. And those, once that's where you get all your cash, the stashes, you know, hence the heist, that we want to take back to HQ, to our, you know, our, whatever you want to call it, our hideout. I call it HQ. But let's take a look at Emily, see if we have a move here. I'm just going to do some funkiness. I think I've already disabled the camera or I'm out of range. So let's move her up. I think I'm still out of range. So, and that's fine. We'd have to, I'd literally have to expose myself. That didn't sound good, did it? But I'd have to come out of cover. So I think I'm just, for this character, since she does all the hacking, jamming for this particular character. And one thing I want to add, that blade is seriously powerful. If you're going to ambush someone, I've been using that character more than some of the assault rifles and other types of, because it's stealth, it's silent, it's quick, and then you can get the kill. It does an insane amount of damage and then just fade out of the combat. So really helpful. I do like the prediction where you can, I don't have anybody in range yet. So I'm going to pass on her turn because I don't know where I'm going to place her yet. But with anticipation and prediction, I can kind of tell where that character is going to go. It's not always right, but usually it's pretty close. And you can see right now, these 2 characters have been spotted. He's alerted. There's no getting out of this. There's no going home. So we're going to move here. I'm not going to pass. And then I was hoping to have some type of, I guess I'm just going to stay there. I can't remember if that's a stationary camera or it moves, because I don't remember it. Let's end that turn. Let's go check on Aaron. He made a lot of noise over here. They're trying to find him. And I got this whole camera thing to deal with, and and a sensor. So, and my Overwatch is on cooldown. So there's not a whole lot I can do with him right now. I'm trying to get them all up together for support. I guess I could move there. And then we'll do cover. And then we'll pass him along. Enemy takes their turn. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Okay, he has no idea where I'm at. He knew where I was at. Sounds like he went into cover as well. That person's getting awfully close to where I can do my blade attack. I don't want to kill anyone else in this round because I've already literally killed several people in this round. Oh no, it's a new round. Duh. All right. I don't think we're ready to use a grenade yet. Let's do the look ahead. And they're gonna get no. I really wish I had I could probably take him out with one hit. But I want to use her, so I'm gonna pass on that one. Yeah, okay, she's also a blade character. Let's see if I can get that. Camera's gonna spot me. I don't have a way to really get that camera. Well, they're well embedded in there too. Trying to get over to them with enough action points to still be able to do the slash. Because it's a 7-meter reach. I don't even need to be on top of them. I don't think I can get there. Nope. Not yet. It's a lot of action points. But there are buffs I can use from other characters to give them more action points for a round. And I think that's what I should do, but I really need to set this up. He's gonna take shots at her until I do something with him. All right, I need to do a little bit of math here to see how close I need to be. I know, it's crazy, but this is the way the gameplay is played. All right. I saved the game because I think I can do this, but I want to make sure if I can back out. She's probably going to get shot on the way. It's not even letting me activate it. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not even getting a, oh, there it is. No, that is not what I wanted. What is blocking my way here? Highlight. Something's... I had it for a second there, and... I know this is, boring, but it is what it is. I love this attack. There we go. Attack. No! I don't have enough action points. I'm fully exposed. I might have to switch weapons and... Oh, there we go. Nice. Nice and quiet. Didn't raise any threat levels. And we got enough points left for cover. And we're done. So, I'm not going to run through this whole mission. It's pretty simple. Actually, I've already done it. This is an old save. But that's how literally I walk through each of these scenarios. Very tactical, surgical, as much as possible, so that I can get more loot and get the heck out. So thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this game if you bought it. Please check out all the reference links that I post in here, because they're great articles and guides and videos that go through step by step from other content creators that can help you not only work on the builds for your characters to build out just the perfect team, but also how each of those rooms in depth. I just have not had. I plan to spend the weekend, part of the weekend, deep diving into this. So again, I'm going to say it because I'm always thankful that you took the time to watch the video, and you stopped in. So appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video. And if you're playing this game, salute the Knights. Take care.